Just look at how cute this thing is. It's tiny, absolutely tiny. It's adorable. M4 Mac Mini. What an amazing machine this is. In this video, I wanted to cover some of my favorite Mac accessories. They're not just specifically for the Mac Mini, they are also for any other type of Mac that you might have. So first up, if you have a MacBook, we have this walnut leather sleeve, which is custom made to ensure a snug fit for various different MacBooks. I have the 14-inch MacBook Pro, and yeah, it fits perfectly in this. Made from very high quality full grain leather, and it's lined with 100% natural wool. Just gives your MacBook that feel of luxury, and you know it will also be protected. Walnut make all sorts of different accessories for different Apple products. Yeah, their MacBook sleeve, this specific one, I really like it. I think I also have their iPad sleeve as well. If you're looking for something just to protect your MacBook, these are pretty awesome. Next up, we have the all new LG MyView UltraWide monitor, and also thanks to LG for sponsoring this video. This is a 34-inch ultra-wide 21:9 display. And it looks incredible. It has an 1800R curve, which just helps envelop you in the experience. Of course, that 21:9 aspect ratio gives you a lot of room to play with. You can have lots of windows open, you can watch movies and stuff in the full widescreen. It just looks incredible. It has a resolution of 3440 by 1440 with a refresh rate of 100 Hz. It also has WebOS, so it can also pretty much act like a TV. You have access to things like Netflix, Prime Video, Apple TV app, Disney Plus, and much more. Included is the LG Magic Remote, which you can use to voice control the TV, and of course having a remote just makes it much easier to navigate through anything on the screen and change whatever you need to change. This is an incredible monitor if you're looking for a monitor that can do both, where you can use it for productivity, working, having multiple windows open and stuff like that, but also when you just want to relax, when you want to watch some stuff, when you want to game, it can do both things at the same time. It's priced at $349, which is an incredible price for a monitor like this. So make sure to check it out. I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. Next up, we have docks and USB hubs. So I have 3 different options here. One for the power user, one for the all-rounder, and one for the budget user. First up is the one for the power user, the CalDigit TS4 dock, which goes for around $380. It has 18 different ports, and of course it has Thunderbolt. On the front you have microSD, SD card, headphone jack, USB-A, and 2 USB-C ports. And on the back you have an Ethernet port, the power in, 4 additional USB-A ports, 3 Thunderbolt ports, another headphone jack, line in, USB-C port, and a display port. The reason why this is quite pricey at $380 is because of Thunderbolt 4. There aren't too many Thunderbolt 4 docks out there. Thunderbolt 5 has also just been released, so I'm sure CalDigit are working on a Thunderbolt 5 version, but this really is designed for power users. The people who are going to have a lot of different peripherals attached to their Mac Mini or their MacBook Pro or whatever Mac you might have. It just gives you a lot of options. And if you have a MacBook, you can also charge your MacBook at 98 watts, so you don't need an additional power cable or anything. It can do everything through here. This is my personal pick, the one that I use in my setup, because I just have so many accessories. I connect my MacBook to it, and then I connect my Pro Display XDR to it as well. I can plug in one cable into my MacBook, and I can use my display, my speakers, my external hard drives, whatever else I have connected. It's a very useful dock. Next up is the all-rounder from Ugreen, which goes for around $60, which I think is actually a really good price. It has 11 different ports. You have a microSD, SD, headphone jack, 3 USB-A ports, and a USB-C port. You also have power delivery in, you have display port, 2 HDMI ports, another USB-A port, and an Ethernet port. And then we also have our budget option from Anker, which goes for $25, which is a really good price for something like this. It just gives you a few additional ports, HDMI, USB-A, and 2 USB-C ports where you can also have power delivery. I think for most people though, this is the best option, the all-rounder. It's quite big, that's the only thing, but it does give you access to the most ports, and you can have dual displays and everything. Yeah, it's a pretty good dock. If you like having your laptop at more eye level, or just being able to adjust the height, I have this native Union laptop stand, which is my personal favorite. It's what I use in my own setup. It works with pretty much any laptop, so if you have a heavy 16-inch MacBook Pro, you won't have any issues here. It is solid. You can adjust the height and the angle to it, whatever you like, whatever is comfortable for you. The base also has a sort of area where you can put stuff, so you can put a pen or whatever else you like. It's incredibly well built, made from metal. The materials and everything that they've used just feel very premium. I think for the price, this is a very good value laptop stand. Let's be honest, one of the biggest issues with Macs in general is upgrading the storage. Like, it's actually annoying how expensive it is to upgrade the storage on something like a Mac Mini and a MacBook. So for most people, I always recommend an external hard drive, an external SSD. I have two different options here. Again, one for the power user, one for the everyday person. So this one from Satechi, it is a Thunderbolt 4 SSD enclosure. So you need to buy the enclosure, and then you also need to buy a drive to go inside it. So it opens up like so, and you can see the drive sits in there. This is very much designed for the people who want the most speed they can get. There are Thunderbolt 5 drives coming out right now with the release of Thunderbolt 5, but they are so much more expensive than Thunderbolt 4. And I think a lot of people will be happy with Thunderbolt 4 speeds. With this, you can get up to 40 gigabits per second read and write transfer speeds, which is just absolutely wild. It's one of the fastest ones I've come across because I was specifically looking for a super fast Thunderbolt 4 drive that I could use for my video projects to be able to quickly move very, very large files. Yeah, this is fantastic. With a setup like this, where you need to buy the enclosure and you also need to buy the SSD that goes inside, I have a 4TB SSD in this. Total cost is around, I think, $400 to $500, which is so much cheaper than upgrading the storage on something like a Mac Mini or a MacBook, where you'll be spending maybe $800 or maybe $1,200, something like that, upgrading to 4TB of storage. But when it comes to the option that I think is suitable for most people who don't need crazy transfer speeds, this I think makes the most sense. It's a SSD from Lexar. You can get them in different sizes, 1TB, 2TB, and they only cost around $100. Sometimes they cost less than $100 because they come on offer quite regularly. It offers speeds of up to 10 gigabits per second, so it is a fourth of the speed of this. But I do think unless you're transferring very large files on a regular basis, something like this will be completely fine. Next up is the mouse, and the one I have here is the Logitech MX Master 3S. So I am a Magic Mouse user, but I do know that most people hate the Magic Mouse, they can't stand it, and ergonomically for a lot of people it's absolutely terrible. I completely get that. So the option that I usually recommend to most people is this, the MX Master 3S, a very ergonomic mouse with an absolute ton of buttons. This mouse is clearly designed for productivity. You can just tell with all the buttons, the scroll wheel here, the scroll wheel on the side, there's like 2 buttons here, there's a button here. There's just so much that you could do with this thing, and you can customize it. With the Logitech software, you can customize what the buttons do, how they react, how the scroll wheel works, all that sort of stuff. So if you're looking for a productivity mouse that is also well designed for the hand, Logitech MX Master 3S is the one I recommend. Now, when it comes to the keyboard, again, I prefer the Magic Keyboard, but if you're looking for an alternative, this is the Satechi SM1. It's a slim mechanical keyboard. It's a good balance between sort of going from a Magic Keyboard to a full-on mechanical keyboard. You can connect it via Bluetooth. You can connect up to 2 different devices. There is also a USB dongle, which just magnetically attaches to the bottom of the keyboard, which is very nice to see. You shouldn't ever lose it. And of course, you can directly connect it via USB-C cable. There is LED backlighting. When that's on, you get around 16 hours of battery life, but with it off, you can get up to 2 months of battery life. So I would definitely recommend using it without the LED backlighting. Build quality, I'd say, is pretty average. It's partly made from aluminium, partly made from plastic. It doesn't feel super premium, but I do think you're getting what you pay for here. So that's it for this video. I'll of course leave links to everything down in the description below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.